No, I'm joking. It's now time to our distinct pleasure to introduce to you our valedictorian. This student has been selected by his peers to represent the graduating class of 2015. Ladies and gentlemen, our valedictorian for Lewis Secondary School, graduating class of 2015 is Noah Weisberg.
Honored guests, community members, families, friends, staff, and students. You know, when I was first selected to be valedictorian, I was ecstatic. I wanted to go home and start writing my speech immediately. Of course I didn't. I just told myself, I'll do it later. Now, in the first 3 years of high school, that's what we like to call procrastination. However, by our grade 12 year, we give it a whole new term, senioritis. And I know as a fact that every single person here knows exactly what I'm talking about. Because there's nothing you hear a grade 12 student say more than, "That's not in my top 6. Well, besides maybe, I'm taking that at private school. But, alas, there is a cure to senioritis, and this is it, graduation. Can you believe it? After 4 long years, we finally reached the end of our high school journey. Now, I'm sure many of you are saying that you're finally done with this school, and that you just want to celebrate high school finally being over with. Well, I think that's the wrong mindset. We're here to celebrate the past 4 years. We're here to celebrate the good times, the bad times, the memories we've made, what we've learned, and how we've grown. We're here to celebrate all that we've accomplished. One day, we're going to look back at our time at Lewis, and we'll say, wow, I was there. And we will remember it all. We'll remember events such as prom, semi-formal, even graduation. We'll remember the teachers, the admin, guidance, the secretaries. We will remember the beef they sell in the caf and the beef we see in the halls. But most importantly, we'll remember the students. Because the memories that are made with other people are memories that will last a lifetime. I want to tell you all about my best high school memory, which goes all the way back to my very first day of grade 9. I walked into my first class and found my seat. And as I was sitting, I began to, examine the class. Then a kid came in late, sat on the opposite side of the room. I didn't think much of it. Then second period came along. As class began, I noticed another very engaged student on the other side of the class. That day, I didn't talk to the student in first period or the student in second period. I mean, I had no idea who they were. But you know what's funny? Today, they're my 2 best friends. You see, a lot of the time when you meet someone new, you don't think much of them. And then, before you know it, they're one of the most important people in your life. And the importance of these people is not just temporary. The relationships that people have made in high school will be some of the most important ones in your life going forward. Because whether you're meeting up with a friend today or 30 years from now, the bond the 2 of you hold will remain the same. These individuals that we've met have helped us grow as people. They've helped us become better than who we were when we first walked through those Lewis doors. Personally, I know that I've changed a lot since I first entered SLSS. I used to be shy and uncomfortable. I would have never been able to get up on a stage like this and give a speech as I'm doing right now. Which is why I want to tell you guys the story of how I broke out of my shell. There was an event going on in the caf at lunch, and it was teacher karaoke. And it's a lot of fun. Teachers go up, sing, dance. Do they sound good? That's besides the point. But you know, it's a lot of fun for everybody. Because where else do you get to see Mr. Chotalia sing Frank Sinatra? So I'm sitting there watching when my friend says to me, "Hey, I have a good idea." Now, general rule of life, if your friend ever starts a sentence with, "Hey, I have a good idea," chances are they don't have a good idea. So he says, "Hey, you should go up and sing." Now, I don't know why I did it, but I walked up there and I sang the most horrendous rendition of Bohemian Rhapsody imaginable. I'm not even sure if I would classify it as singing. But people liked it. Did they enjoy my singing? Absolutely not. Did they find it funny? Yes. And ever since then, I haven't been afraid to get up in front of big crowds. And if my friend had never told me to go up there, I would have never broken out of my shell. Because the people that we have met are who have helped us and who have allowed us to grow. And they will continue to help us grow in the future. So now, we reach the next chapter in the long book that is life. I don't know what the future holds, and I don't know how the rest of the story will unfold. Some of us could be doctors, lawyers, plumbers, electricians, whatever. Heck, some of us may own our own window cleaning business. But I will say one thing. Every single person here can and will be the best person that they could possibly be. Because if there's one thing that we've learned at our time at SLSS, it's how to be the best person that you possibly can be. A wise man once said, "The only thing standing between you and your goal is the story you keep telling yourself as to why you can't achieve it." Well, I'm here to tell you today that you can achieve it. All it takes is a little effort. So, I want to congratulate the students and the parents on this amazing accomplishment. Class of 2015, we made it. Congratulations!
Thank you, Noah. One more time for Noah, please. And now, a few thank yous. Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, and most importantly, the class of